Hey people, it is snowing. I am up in Pennsylvania. and I am visiting Tamika's parents. Her aunt is having a big Christmas celebration party at her house, so we're up here to come up for the celebration. And also Tamika's aunt on her mother's side, her mother's sister, also passed away very suddenly, and so she's also up here to support them. And so I came along, and it's snowing. Every morning I have been trying to make it a habit to go out and take a walk before I eat anything, and I woke up very late today, so I'm just getting up. I slept for 10 hours this past week, and the week before I've been getting like 4-5 hours of sleep a night, so it hasn't been good. I'm out for my morning walk in the afternoon, and it is really coming down. I don't know if you can see, but the roads aren't really being covered, but the sidewalks are, so I'm walking on the road. I don't really have real snow boots, so I am staying on the road to keep my feet dry. But it's really pretty and really quiet. The sound of everything is muffled. So I may have found a car. I found someone who's selling a car down in Annapolis. It's a Honda Element, which is a car I really want. It's only $3,500, which isn't really money that I have right now. But I'm gonna borrow some from my savings account. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting me in fundraising for the car. The deal with the car is it's a 2010 Honda Element, and hopefully that goes down on Monday. The car is a very good price for how many miles it says it has and the year. Because it's a 2010 and it's only $3,500. So if I can get it and it is as good as they say it is, then it'll be a really good deal. So we'll see what happens on Monday. I'm really hoping this is the one, because I really can't ride the motorcycle in this. Yeah, so I took the motorcycle to my neighborhood repair shop, Jay's Auto, and they're changing the oil for me while I'm up in Pennsylvania for the weekend. So what else can I update you on? Oh, the guy who wrecked his car. So you guys saw that I put the money in the envelope. I haven't been able to meet with him in person, but he did get a new phone, likely thanks to the donations that you guys gave. And so I've been talking with him on his phone, and his father recently passed away, which is really, really sad. I've only talked to him briefly on text, so I'm hoping to meet with him sometime next week and hope that he's okay and give him the envelope. But if you guys still want to donate to him, I will continue bringing him envelopes of money as long as people donate. So if that's something you still want to do, you still can do that, and I will bring him the money. My dad is doing okay. He was honest the other day and said that he's been in a lot of pain. If he doesn't move, if he stays in his chair, then it's manageable. But if he goes out for a walk or just gets up to go do something, then it's pretty exhausting, he's been saying. So I'm really hoping that he's all right. I'm really worried about the painkillers. Paying attention to the opioid crisis and the unfairness of the opioid crisis. So much attention to the white community has been gotten because now white people are getting addicted to opioids. I've been hearing stories about doctors who've overprescribed painkillers and people end up getting addicted to them. So my dad's on pretty heavy painkillers right now, and so I'm kind of worried about that. But I'm really hoping that he has good doctors. It is absolutely gorgeous. I actually have my little camera out in the field. Once I get done with my walk, I'm going to pick it up and hopefully make a time lapse out of that. So I know a lot of you support me on Patreon. they are working on changing their fee structure, which I think is a terrible idea. Basically what that means, if you support me with a dollar donation, you end up paying like $1.63, which is kind of dumb. I get that they need to pay for their business, but I think there are better ways of doing it. I think if you're donating $1, you shouldn't pay any fees. If you're donating $100, maybe you should pay a little more fees. I've only been on Patreon for a couple months, but your guys' encouragement has really helped me to get back into creating art. And I don't know, it's just having you guys on there and having you guys be active supporters has been really, really great. There's nothing that competes with Patreon right now. I really think they could probably adopt MailChimp's model. MailChimp doesn't charge anything if you have under a certain amount of subscribers on your email list. Once you get a certain number of subscribers, more like, I think it's like 5,000, then you start paying a little bit. You get 10,000, you pay a little bit more. You get 15,000, you pay a little bit more. I think Patreon could really benefit from a system like that, because that would mean that people just starting out wouldn't get hit with all these fees. I let it grow. I condition it, I comb it. That's about it. I really don't do a whole lot else. Oh, and I also, Nico is my barber in Baltimore. She does really, really excellent work at trimming and shaping. But yeah, that's how I get a luscious beard. And I take romantic walks out in the snow with my cell phone. Coconut oil is excellent for beards. I use coconut oil. I also use a shea butter mixture. So I've been live drawing every Friday because of you guys. This past Friday was my first time doing it, and it was awesome. I was able to Periscope the drawing. I've been working on my robot series, but you can see that in my Periscope history of the drawing I just did. Once I have the whole drawing completed, I'm going to make a time lapse out of it, post it up on YouTube. So I am currently co-owner of an art gallery in Baltimore called Tectonic Space. My friend Libby and I set it up together. However, because I've been way too busy, I'm actually taking a step back from that. So I'm no longer going to be a partner of the gallery, but instead I'm going to be advisor, or Grand Vizier is what my official title will be. It was a lot of fun setting it up, and I'm really glad that it's running. And I'll still be at the gallery, and I'll still be helping out with a lot of stuff at the gallery. Am I generating any income? Yes, actually. So we've been open since June, and this past month we were profitable enough to pay the rent. So it is growing fast. We're a specific kind of art gallery. We only show certain kinds of artwork. We show sci-fi and fantasy artwork. We show illustration, design, graffiti, a lot of artwork that if you're an artist like that in Baltimore, it's tough to find galleries to put artwork in. So we have decided to do that and be that gallery. Last night at the art gallery, a documentary was filmed. It was our first screening at the gallery. My sister made a documentary with her husband, and it's called Drive, Play, Sleep. It's a really fascinating documentary about what it's like to be a traveling musician, and I really encourage you to check it out. Drive, Play, Sleep. You can find it on Amazon, and they're going to be submitting it to Netflix too, so I really hope that they get in. But it's just them. They did it with their cell phones and with a home video camera, and it's really well produced. It's got a great storyline, and it really shows what it's like to really throw yourself to the wind and to follow your dreams. So definitely check it out. You guys should definitely check out a podcast that's made by my wife called Four Collared Girls, and is all about what it's like to be a black woman in ministry and the kinds of things that you face, and a lot of the racism, and they talk about various kinds of topics. It's a really fantastic podcast, so definitely check it out. You can find it on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and tons of other places. She is in seminary right now. She's studying to be a pastor. And that's why she started that podcast called For Collar Girls, because it's all about black women's journey into being a pastor. All right, y'all, I'm going inside. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm starving. And I'll catch up with you later.